When I was growing up, every year our entire family would pile into our old VW wagon and drive down to Disney World for winter break. Now, of course, for us kids, this was the high point of the year. Now, starting about a month or two before the trip, at night after dinner, my dad would start going out into the garage to fix the car, which meant I had to go with him to hold the light. Now, there was always something wrong with that car, and he would spend hours and hours going over it, piece by piece. And it drove me crazy, because I had things to do. He would open it all up, and the light would flood in, and he would go deep into that car. And when he found that thing, whatever it was, that needed some work, he would take it out, take it all apart, and then go through that piece by piece and look at it in the light. And if there was some dirt or some grime, he would very patiently clean it all out and brush out the threads and polish it all up. And if it was a little rusty or bent out of shape, well, then that led to a whole other series of late nights of him filing it down and hammering it out. And sometimes I remember he would show me a piece and it would just be black and brittle and completely rotten through. These he'd just toss in the trash and replace with something new. I always knew when the job was done because he'd get in and fire up the engine, and he'd have this big old grin on his face as the car would hum to life, and it always sounded like a brand new car. And he would wipe off the engine and show me a little part of it underneath in the back. It said Porsche, because at that time I guess Porsche made some of those engines. But to me as a kid, every year in that time leading up to our big trip, my dad turned that old wagon into a brand new Porsche.